We did cancel the cult game. We just talked about this for 4 hours.
Red, what happened last time?
Okay, if I remember correctly, we did the Death House the last time. If I remember.
Yes.
We did do the Death House.
Okay, yeah, we were, at least for some of us, we were having a grand time, though I believe our tip of the spear had found out that there's another way to bypass some of those fail safes against friendly fire by attacking the walls. I know that for sure. We spent some time, met some of the children and the actors here. Well, one of them knowing the lines, the other one having a bit of a fumbling, as the young Thorn seemed to be given too much dialogue options, as Rose would later on chastise Strahd with, as he was in the background watching us and seeing if we were enjoying ourselves during this story arc, we'll say. While some of us are aware that the jig was already up, we decided to play along, fight against some of the beasts here, mainly the moving armor, get a chance to get attacked as Strahd shook his head and try to see our reactions, even with Calliope, who was very excited about everything, didn't seem to give him the answer he needed, basically, as her reaction to the skeletons and everything else was not with fear or anything else but delight, as he seemed to have a bit of a crisis of faith, as Tip of the Spear tried to reassure him and give him pointers, as we all have been doing this entire time, to explain things. Even our small, wonderful Witcher is not as frightened by the whole thing as everyone else. By the end of it, he just said it doesn't really matter anymore, as he tracks back home. Returned back to his homestead to basically say there's one other option for him. He can just go get some advice for someone who may know more or may give him the pointers he needs to make the very dastardly villain that he always wanted to make for this fun Strahd ride, apparently. And if we just stay here and give him some time to get some lessons in, he'll be back top tier in shape and everything like that. As Calliope and all of us waved goodbye to him. I believe she also made food for everyone else and gave you guys some snacks that will hopefully be useful later, as we all were just relaxing, waiting for Strahd to return after his declaration of improvement. And I think that's it. As oh yeah, Nyatep also wants to have the greatest hunt ever, and that was the last thing I wrote as well.
Yes.
I think we talked a bit about the Astral Sea and our lives a bit, but that was really it.
I think you went back to the castle, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because we made food and everything like that. So we're at the castle.
He was spying on us with the cameras. That's what we're talking shit. Naturally.
Yeah, probably you'll eventually go and rest. Feel free to recover whatever bullshit stuff you have to recover.
The D&D fighter. I have nothing to recover.
That is
I think my
the way of life.
bullshit recovered.
Ah.
Oh, wait, I have some HP I need to recover.
Yeah, you wake up in the, well, technically morning, but it's always dark and gloomy and it's raining outside. And, oh, you know the gist, the mage and the weather effect. As you all kind of awaken as Strahd is knocking at your doors, looking very excitedly.
Strahd, my man, has he been gone for long? Just one night, I assume.
For you, it's one night.
Okay.
How have your acting lessons gone?
I've went through an entire course. I've gone to learn this like nice coach. He taught me so many things. And then he kind of sort of claps his hands. And then you kind of wait as the fucking gremlins in the wall start playing new music. Huh? Said this would be more viento.
It has a certain gravitas.
It's nice. I like the eeriness.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it, but this I'll take the suggestion. I take this.
I'll like bend down to Colleen's like, I swear if it's Shattering Paradox again.
No, that's we're gonna host their concert at some point soon, but
I am tired of their music coming across my radio.
No, it seems pretty nice though. You don't like the tunes?
It is nice at first. It is the repetition that bothers me.
better not say that out loud, Ronnie. I don't know if he's left or not.
She walks in with a baseball bat.
Anyways, now that I have some proper vampiric music playing in the background, how about I take you some of the notes he gave me?
Okay.
So, he pulls this messy notebook. Lot of notes. So at the village, or should we start from like the worst to like the least?
Well, does it matter what direction it goes to? Because you had a whole like build up to like the story arc, right?
Yeah, so he told me to throw that out the window. Nobody likes, he said, railroads. I don't
He's
know
not wrong.
what's wrong with
What's
trains,
what's
but
what's the railroad? What the fuck? Yeah, anyway.
It's
Imagine a long horse.
that's an actual railroad. Yeah, a long metal horse, you could say. But I think he means story railroads.
so I throw it the plot. He told me that I should stop being weird about women, which I mean, he told me that as well.
Mm-hmm.
He did say that this part was kind of racist, so I kind of like changed some of the stuff. Apparently, making the hags like evil grandmothers that sell like fucking drugged cookies is a bad thing, kind of silly. Told me to change that as well. Just like starts reading no. It's like apparently if I want to have a full political struggle, I shouldn't have like goofy nobles fucking around. Sort of tonal inconsistencies. Let's look at this. No white stag.
What's you had a white stag?
Oh yeah. So here okay, my initial concept. There's this like cool, super powerful mage, and he kind of went here and had like a cool, awesome mage fight. But I won because, of course, I'm awesome. And then he like kind of runs away into the woods, but to not be recognized, because I mean he's a famous mage. He turns into this white stag and just kind of roams around.
So the sudden appearance of the white stag at the same time as the disappearance of this mage was not suspicious.
How was he gonna show up? Actually, was he supposed to meet him at one point, or?
Just walk across the road.
Well,
Why would he turn into a white stag instead of a regular stag?
Or like just a rabbit or something, or a fox, or any regular animal.
A
Bird.
small beetle.
Well, because then how would the hunters see the white stag and tell you, the adventurers, hey, heard an interesting story, there's a weird white stag in the woods, maybe you should check it out.
You could maybe have just had a weird regular deer.
I'm
That
gonna be
act is
honest.
strange.
Or just have
I'm gonna be honest, Strahd. I would do it because it's fun, but I don't think most people would go out in the woods of a scary place to go meet a possible deer.
Yeah, he also kind of stupid. Listen, I thought white stags were like cool. There was like so much symbolism.
Like not worth dying for type of symbolism.
It says Harry Potter to me.
She looks a bit embarrassed at that. We'll know what that is.
They can
Inside check.
I warn you, his deception is mighty.
mostly lies to himself.
So is my insight.
Yeah, I would like to do an inside check too.
It's a 10.
We're probably gonna say it as well.
It's
God
maybe
damn you.
Ron doesn't
Yeah.
know fucking this shit is.
Holy
Holy shit! Natural 20.
Again, he likes to
Wow.
himself mostly. So
My-
he's
Likes it.
My D&D
What?
rolls still carry over even across the multiverse.
Damn. I understand Harry Potter was a very popular book series among children about a magical boy who went to a magical school to fight a man with no nose.
That sounds like an interesting read.
I never read it, but I was forced to watch the movies.
Who forced you? Like,
My apprentice.
Oh yeah, the ones you took for the whole training thing.
Yes. She was extremely interested in modern media and made me watch it when we were not hunting. She is quite lucky. She gave good hunts.
You seem like sound like a good teacher, Neotop. Oh man.
She has killed hundreds by the time I left. I wonder if she is still alive.
I'm sure she's doing all right with your teachings.
Better. Fuck, I'm forgetting the name. Better Yautja have fallen to humans before. There is always a risk of death in the hunt. She would die with honor.
Neat.
Daniel Radcliffe was very good in the first movie for such a young actor.
I'm sure that's rave reviews from you.
My only question is, why was the killing curse banned? It seems very efficient.
Wasn't that supposed to be like, oh, it corrupts your soul?
I thought you didn't know what Harry Potter was.
I just heard it in like a conversation, like once. Read it on Reddit.
I see.
You know what Reddit is, but not Harry Potter?
What's Reddit?
Oh.
It's
I
like
am
a
not sure.
newspaper, but for socially maladjusted people.
Ah, like Twitter.
Well, yes, but less fascists.
Ah,
That's where the communists go.
like... what was it called? Roller or something.
Or
It is unimportant. It was Tumblr.
Well, as like starts flipping pages. What about this idea? He told me this was the dumbest I've had, but listen, I think it still has worth. So listen, I thought, hey, I am basically undefeatable. I am like the best.
Of course.
So the people coming in, they need to gather these magical, powerful artifacts to beat me in battle.
Is it possible to defeat you without the artifacts?
No, not really.
Why would you have artifacts that can weaken you scattered throughout your domain?
That's my only doubt.
Because I'm like so confident, I need to give people like at least a fighting chance.
Yes, that is stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But I never claimed to be very intelligent. I'm just a very charismatic individual.
Do you just like want to die? Is that your whole gimmick? Do you just want to die instead?
No, but that was
Yes.
one of his suggestions, that I should like, if I wanted to make it like dark, I should make it like sad and depressing. But I don't think anyone wants that here, so I'm just gonna
I mean, isn't this whole place supposed to be
Ah.
sad and depressing and horror
Yeah,
and
but
all that
not
stuff?
me. I'm like cool and suave.
What was the rewrite he suggested?
He said I should be like something more across like an old sad man who's just kind of had enough, rather than just an annoying asshole who pesters people and is like thirsting after women.
I mean, some of that could use some changes there.
Yes, I think that is also a good change.
Listen, we're going off topic. We're going off topic. So, magical power artifact. I don't. I want to like also give the people a hint. So as you go along the trail, meet this mystical camp that's slightly racist, but kind of work with that for now. And as you get to have your like future read, this wise Vistani woman has like a tarot deck. She does a reading to the tarot deck. And every card you get gives you a hint of where to find one of the 3 magic artifacts.
What if you just walk past the woman or just don't? I'm just not interested.
Well,
in
that
the tarot.
wouldn't be a problem if I had my railroads, you see? He told me he also this is kind of stupid and why he did bring up what if people just don't talk to her, but like you can apply that criticism to a lot of things here, okay? What if you just pass through town? What if you don't talk to the fucking mayor? What if you don't talk
And
to
you
the
punish. You punish them for ignoring the plot hooks by beating the shit out of them.
Yes, I will. In fact, I have yanked people before from the road.
It is simple. If you skip important plot developments, then that is on you. Obviously, perhaps you could have other things that they could do if they ignore it. Maybe a redundancy or 2. But after that, if they keep ignoring shit, just kill them.
Yeah, but see, one of the feedbacks I got from this guy was that killing people is easy and a sign of an uncreative man. And I think I can be creative.
Oh, Margot.
But I like killing!
Yeah, but apparently it's style above substance, so.
What was this man you meet, by the way? You didn't explain it. I was curious.
Just some, I think he's like the devil from like a different universe.
Ron's
Oh, okay.
face.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Don't worry. This one was like a fun one.
Sometimes that can happen.
So, okay. So you kind of agree up until now. I should... No railroads, no weird magic juju artifacts, I guess.
Yeah,
It has
pretty
them
much.
back in it, but I don't know why
Kinda,
you kind of
that's-
keep them around as a weapon to kill them. I think it's kind of silly. You not keep it anywhere else but your own like vault or whatever.
I was like, one of the ideas was like, what if I just keep it in my basement, though?
Why?
I mean, it's also kind of
Can you not break it?
No, that's indestructible, you see, and that gives a reason for people to come to my castle and try and sneak around and fight
Okay,
all the
kinda dumb.
dangerous...
why would you do that? I think that's pretty risky. Wouldn't you just got those? Or,
Well, wouldn't it mean that he made like a trap, like like a cheese trap, like a mouse and the
Yes,
cheese and
yes.
snap a trap?
But you're the mice, and I have the
Hmm.
cheese.
again, what if I don't go to the castle? Only go there once.
It sounds like someone is being a very uncooperative adventurer to me. That's what it sounds like. I think I need. Listen. You know what happened to the last group that was so obtuse? I was like, you know what? We can just go this way. And I said, you know what? There's like 10 wolves that way. And if you keep going, if you somehow manage to get past the wolves, there's Steve behind the trees, ready to club. But I was also told that I shouldn't abuse the railroads, so I'm kind of don't know. How do I force people now to do stuff? It's so difficult.
Well, do they know, like, so they come to this place, right? Do they think, what if they kill you, they can escape?
Well, that's the
Yeah,
entire
well,
premise. But I'm like unkillable.
Yeah, but who tells them that? How did they find out? Or they just tell them at the start in your living room?
That's true. You might need might need that guide after all. Someone to give them a hint to like, hey, we all hate it here, but there's only one way to get free. Kill this guy.
And I guess it would make sense if you hire mercenaries. So if I can do that, tell the mercenaries they can kill you, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't listen.
I don't know. Maybe you
Either
can.
way,
Also,
it seems you've already got your rewrites.
what's wrong with like dream pastries?
What?
Huh?
So the evil hags, they sell dream pastries.
So they drug people.
Yes. And they eat
Why?
children.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's not too uncommon, but why the dream pastries?
What do the dream pastries do?
They like mess up your mind and get you addicted to it.
Why would you need to get them addicted if you're just going to eat them?
That's only you eat only the children.
But why
So
do
you
you
don't-
get adults addicted? Yeah, what?
Okay, you're asking
Sure.
too many questions. Moving on. Listen, everyone's gonna like this. I don't think this
Okay.
needs any rewrites. An evil hag in a swamp with a house that's on chicken legs.
Baba Yaga?
No,
Baba
we don't.
Yaga?
No. Shh. That's we don't use. I don't know what that is, and neither do you.
I don't know. I don't know about Baba Yaga is.
Oh man, it's a very famous story actually, a very old one about the like starts to glance at Strahd.
Is that
I'll
like a,
tell you later, Ron. I'll tell you later.
I assume it's like a famous witch or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
essentially.
Ah, see, cool. Isn't that cool?
But you just took the Baba Yaga stereotype and just, did that.
Yes.
I
Okay,
mean,
then?
it is a classic for a reason, I guess.
True,
I mean,
true.
using classics in the story is not. I'm not a
Listen,
bard.
you
myself,
already
but-
made me throw Dracula out the window. Do I need to throw every cliche out?
Listen,
What's gonna
Strahd,
be
man,
left after that?
your own original art works, if nothing else, and you can just take the old mythos and reimagine them in your own style. You don't have to take them word by word.
I mean, bards do use conventions, I think, and there's nothing wrong with conventions depending on how you use them.
There's so
What
many
was this
different
witch's
stories.
name?
What?
What was the witch's name?
Oh, the one from your current story, Strahd.
Oh yes, Lizaga.
At least it is not derivative, I think.
Ah, see, he gets it. Okay, listen. I have like another one.
Okay.
So, lady that gets turned into a cat, but only in her head.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
She
I mean, that's the curse if I ever heard any.
Exactly, and like you have to help her out because she's trapped. So she thinks she's a cat.
So what's my reason? From my experience, curses have a reason usually.
Because like the wizard who did this to her was like her fiance, but like in two noble families, and there's like a feud, and this is kind of creating tension between the two families.
Wait, so why did he do it? Did he not like her or something like that?
He's just kind of weirdo.
You just do it out of complete pettiness. Like, most curses I know are usually because
For
of
the
trauma
funnies.
and stuff. Oh, hey, what?
He did it for the funnies. That was a little joke. A little prank.
So the two families are fighting and tensions are high, and for the lulz, he decided to make his fiance a cat mind thing.
That seems pretty sadistic.
Yes, she makes people hate him, right? So he's like a perfect villain.
So what if you don't help her though? How are you gonna make it so your adventurers care enough to put themselves out there for that? Because like, to be honest, that's kind of weird.
I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna have two goofy brothers of hers just gonna go around and sort of attract attention because they're so goofy and cheerful.
So are they not? Oh, go ahead.
Didn't you mention you cut out the goofy nobles from like the other rewrite? Are you just going through your story trying to read your own stuff back to the rewritten story?
I didn't say I cut them out. I said he told me I should cut them out because they undermine the tension between the political families. But he also said the same thing about the cat lady.
I think I'm gonna be honest. If your sister was turned into a cat brain and then you're just having fun, it kind of does undercut the tension about the situation. Are they like not caring about her well-being?
Now, I personally stay out of noble politics, but I think it also I think it removes any. I think that one side just seems pretty bad, but like no, but like mostly sadism. They just allow that to happen.
Yeah, is everyone just a sadist here?
yes.
What?
Why should I care what
Also,
happens to people then?
This has been bugging me, but isn't the plot that she only thinks she is a cat and goes around acting like a cat? Is that not the plot of Bakemonogatari Season 2, Neko Monogatari?
Hey, how much have you watched, old man? Jesus.
I had a lot of free time.
That was a very long workout.
It was 15 years.
The fact that he's right is what bothers me. Oh no. Unfortunately, I'm bound to the Curse of Strahd rulebook.
More psychic damage against Grunt.
It's like, okay. Well, listen, I have people that technically they're meant to like balance out the sadism and the awfulness.
What would I help these people if they're just all evil?
Well, they're not all evil. They're like, well, most of them don't even have souls though. Are they really people?
Wait, what?
What?
Why do they have
Yeah.
souls, Strahd?
We didn't talk about this.
No, we did not
Are you,
talk
are,
about
are
this.
you employees undead or people who signed a pact with you?
Not
No.
all of them. There's like a couple of souls that sort of keep recycling in here. Technically, that's the story. But there's a lot more people that are just sort of soulless.
How does that even work, Strahd? How are they soulless?
Unsold.
They don't like. There's not enough like food, right, to go around. So how would people be able to survive, right? So I was like, well, that's easy. Most of them are like soulless, so they don't eat. They don't.
What?
What? No.
I swear to God, we went.
Strahd, I'm gonna be honest with you, that one is the dumbest one so far. Why would not having a soul mean you don't have to eat?
I get. They signing a pact with like a devil or whatever, and just cursing your village for like that, or maybe.
But it doesn't seem to be what's going on.
Yeah.
They're just soulless.
Well, why are they so? Like, I have a question. Why did they sign a pact with a powerful being that turned them?
No,
Are they
it's just the magic of the place. It's just the magic of this mystical.
So just random people don't have souls.
Yes.
That's so
Strahd.
dumb, Strahd.
Listen, God, I'm so glad I didn't take you to the first town. Jesus, holy shit. You would have like.
I was kind of playing along with your acting coach, being like, yeah, that could use some work. Yeah, this is dumb.
I'll not tell you about the zombie houses.
You know what? Tell me about it. It can't be any worse.
They're random houses with rules in them.
In the first village you're encountering, most houses are just empty and there's just like zombies inside.
Why do people live?
Okay.
Why do people don't clear them out? Right?
Because they can't, they're like too dangerous, so they lock them inside and then just leave them there.
Why don't they break out eventually? Even no matter how strong the door, eventually they'll get it open, or the window, or the wall even.
I don't know, man. They're just listen. See, these kinds of questions make me not want to take you to the village. Listen, most people don't even realize they're there. I just keep them hidden, but in case people explore and like venture into the houses, boom, I spring a trap.
And none of the villagers say, "Hey, don't go in that house. There's a zombie in there."
Oh, probably if you ask them, I guess they should probably say something. Like nobody asks.
I feel like they'd mention it even without us asking. It's like, "Hey, random new person. There's zombies in our houses. Don't go in there."
Yeah, so let's just kind of listen. We're already in the like. So, you know what? I see you agree with the guy more than you agree with me on things.
If we didn't, we wouldn't have proposed rewrites in the first place.
Should I even tell you about the fallen angel?
Yes.
Go
wanna hear this.
on.
Okay, so there's this like divine being that sort of got trapped in here. Well, initially he was tied to the whole undead bride thing, which we already
Huh?
kind of scrapped.
How
Yeah, so
was he? I'm curious, how was he tied there?
So he gets locked here, and then he starts trying to help people, and then he sort of gets corrupted, goes insane, and to try and sort of solve the issue, he works on creating like a flesh golem of my perfect bride.
What?
Yes,
You lost me.
he like creates an artificial woman for me to marry. That's what's
Oh, Strahd.
Listen, this was still part of the whole wives thing. We already went through that, so that's you can just
Why could you could just have the angel be the guy that helps the heroes learn about the magical artifacts and be the reason why that forces them to go, you know, the whole journey of trying to kill you.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Wait.
well, yeah,
If
but
they-
he's like corrupted and insane.
He could just be trapped.
you could just be weakened.
He can't leave this place.
It could be maybe his powers are restrained and they don't work anymore. That's why he needs to approach.
It would give him a reason to help because he wants to leave.
Like I said, I'm not even gonna open that can of worms. Not even with the dog people.
Dog people. Strahd, you keep saying more words that sound worse.
Wolves?
Okay, so there's werewolves, but there's like dog people.
What is a dog person? I said,
What?
So the evil goddess that made a pact with the werewolves for them to become werewolves. A bunch of other people wanted to do that the same thing with her, but she sort of kind of made fun of them. So she made them into like mongrels, like hybrids.
Why?
actual
Because
dog?
she's like evil.
Why?
Actual
Would
dog?
she want to be worshipped and not just have more on her side of werewolves? Can't they just
You
get
really
bit,
need
though?
to get a better reason than because they're evil. I'm getting tired of it.
There's not that much nuance in the original script.
The looks all three of us are giving Strahd right now. I can only imagine.
That's why we just kind of I realized I don't think there's salvaging. I think I'll be honest, that's kind of what the consultant told me. Burn it all down and just start from scratch.
I'm gonna be honest, Strahd. Man, I think he might be right. There's some good things you can take out of your original script, but that's gonna take a lot of work that it might not even make it worthwhile for you. There's some good elements. I will say there's some good little seeds here that could be growing to a beautiful garden, but I think that's gonna take a lot of work.
Now, listen, I agreed. So I got like a team of specialists, sat down together, started brainstorming. Me, as a consultant guy, apparently he has like a couple of friends. He made a few contacts, made a few calls.
Lucifer Morningstar shows up from prison. Buddy, I need you here to help me out.
And we kind of agreed to a couple of things. since listen, we have all the like sets and we have a lot of the special effects already kind of done. Like the land is already here. It's kind of we have so much can use repurpose. We do a couple of rehires, recasts. We give instead of making making the vampire brides just sort of random ass brides, we kind of give them positions of importance, you know, like one's
Yes, I am on board with that.
one's
Yeah,
like
that
a
makes
military
sense.
general, one's like a spy master, maybe one's like
Yes,
powerful mage.
yes, this is good.
Yeah,
I
maybe
like
add,
it. I like it.
maybe add an actual vampire court with like intrigue and
Yeah,
whatnot.
and they're all kind of
Ooh.
like sort of fighting for control over this entire valley. We make the valley bigger. We add more like people. We remove the soulless. We kind of up the
Yes,
population.
please.
We
Sounds good.
we turn the derelict towns that don't technically function on paper into actually functioning town. We implement instead of this weird coins that for some reason have value in here, although this is like a separate plane of existence. We sort of just put like a barter system in because people would kind of be trading for raw resources, less coins.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. There's no gold mine here. I think the coins would be kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
We
gotta
kind of
roll it.
up the level of farms. We improve the fishing industry. We create like a small standing army that sort of patrols the land, and they're kind of like involved in this sort of game of cat and mouse with like bandits from all across the other planes. The evil hags are still kind of evil, but there's like a bit more subtlety to their approach. Want to ensnare people, want to enslave them, but like make them willingly enslave themselves to them.
Demon style, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like a lot. There's a lot of good brainstorming that was done. Instead of having like the fucking weird dog people and the angel, we, like you said, we just kind of make the guy actually care about people and not just be like a obsessed like Frankenstein wannabe. We remove the cat lady plot. This is kind of gone. We just make it a bit more grounded. We have the political struggle mean something. It's like they told me to get inspired from like family feuds. Give me a couple of books to read.
Oh no, Ron! Luckily, Ron, there's no one to ask. Have you read Game of Thrones? Will you implement incest?
Ah, nah, it's fine. We went to the source. He just read Shakespeare. Fine.
Oh, no.
And I think we kind of, instead of having the evil Baba Yaga but from Wish, we sort of make her like the leader of the village. That there's like people around her that she helps and they help her, and like
Like a
this
cult?
symbiotic relationship between the two of them. And I mean, she's evil now, but if people like want to get rid of her, it will hurt the local populace, their way of life.
That's every village I meet. That's actually it's a very nice, and realistic. Yeah, lots of peasants ally with dark spirits to increase their crop yield.
Yeah, those hags who used to sell pastries. Well, what if when the land is like one of the most fertile lands in the region, and they just kind of use it to supply people with food? So that's why people don't just kill them.
Yeah, it makes it so that you can't. Yeah, yeah, I like that.
It sounds very sadly familiar. So.
So will this amusement park turn more into a how do we fix the local economy to not rely on witches and hags?
It turns they called it an immersive experience. I like it.
Ooh.
It does sound fancy.
It does.
Do you still get to kill things and take their skulls?
That's the new selling point. instead of on rails, we go full sandbox.
So I can still kill things and take their skulls.
Yes.
That is all that is about. That is all that matters.
But now there's like a police force that you have to sort of contend with.
Are they strong?
Yes.
Good.
Because we were talking and like, what kind of creatures would a vampire court employ? Well, of course they would
Other
employ
vampires.
Exactly. They could make their own vampire spawn, and they would have them as the night soldiers. And during daytime, they would use werewolves and other people to fight for them. But then once night falls, the vampires descend like an army of hundreds of them.
So, do werewolves turn into werewolves during the day in this universe? I thought they only did that on full moons.
I'm pretty sure they can do that whenever they want.
This is different from the werewolves I have been told about.
Do that sometimes. You can get some cool werewolves who can just turn into their own.
And the best trick of them all is the sun. You know, the sun covered in clouds, and like sometimes that's like we do have a day and night cycle. You have a day and night cycle, but it's all an illusion. All an illusion, just to make people feel safer during the day.
Ooh.
And when we reveal that, we'll kind of freak out a couple of people.
Ah, so in truth, it is always night and the vampires can come whenever.
Yes, yes.
That is a good idea.
And then I was told that I should not be so ignorant of the world at large. I've been opening up a lot of religious books to learn more about the god of night, the Lady Shar. I've also done a lot of more research on the local cosmology. I can take that into account and not be so selfish, you know. I plan on making things seamless with the rest of the world, so it doesn't just feel so out of place, you know. We've also improved the budget on the goblins and the gremlins, so the sets and the music's just kind of like spot on, and you don't start seeing the seams anymore.
That is good.
And that sounds honestly not bad. That's not something I would personally get, but that sounds like a good bard's tale.
And yeah, and we have now a dedicated guide that can bring people over, but then he will mysteriously disappear when you need him the most. Makes you sort of want to talk to other people to figure out your situation.
That can work.
I feel like we just need a couple of test runs and we can go live with it.
Can we kill things now?
No.
Why not?
I've sent everyone home.
What about the dragon?
Oh, he was like the first one to. No dragons in this version. I'm sorry. I listen. I put Steve's CV to like a couple of different things. Something about Tiamat. Apparently, that one needs a couple more of these dragons.
Had Omen on the shoulder.
You know what? He's just gonna shoot at Strahd with like with his shoulder cannon.
Feel free to give me an attack roll, I guess. AC
50.
It's 16. That's a.
I failed.
That's a 4. Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, it's bonus attack. Bonus. I have one more. I don't know if I have it as an actual attack though. But, it would. It's gonna be the same. I think it's the same to hit bonus, so I'll just roll again. But it's like 2d8 damage. I want to say.
Oh.
That also misses. I'm so sad.
You shoot 2 times, it kind of goes wide of him. Kind of looks at you and says, I mean, if you want to fight, but I don't. Are you sure you're like ready for that?
I have been greatly upset by the lack of skulls. There are no skulls here. I was promised skulls and killing. That is why I helped you with this restructuring. And now you tell me there is going to be no killing. You have wounded me, Strahd. We
Yes, I
had a
can,
thing.
Like, punch you. Let's just strike you.
500 damage. He has 20 in every stat.
This,
And he has
this is
also
roll,
brawler.
this would be like a rank roll, I want to say. An unarmed strike you.
Yeah, on the strike.
Yeah, it's like 1d20 plus your strength. Yeah, it'd be that.
Not 1d20, 1d4 plus strength modifier.
Yeah, that's it. I'm talking about the hit. He hits me, and now it's a d4 plus strength.
Now probably.
Seven damage.
Again, it hits you once. Like his fist.
Now just kind of looks down and just says, "It is not the same."
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's depressed, man. He has depression.
It's all right, old man. You know you did great though. You were, if nothing else, your strength as a mentor really shone through. I'm sure you get a chance to hunt something awesome later on down the line.
Can I hunt you?
No, old man, you can't.
Why not?
Friendly fire, remember? And I'm not gonna be like, my skull isn't really worth it.
Well, I
I'm-
can like. Did that not hurt? Can be fine then.
I mean, it will probably bruise, but I'll be cool in a little bit.
Well, let's see. He's gonna cast a spell then at you.
I'm gonna take a couple
Ron
steps
will
back.
take a step
Um,
back.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah,
our,
I
it's not
guess
our
you need-
battle.
You need to give me like a dex roll. Saving
A
throw.
dex save?
Yeah, dex save.
Did he cast Fireball?
Yes.
I think it's gonna hit you guys anyway.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you pass. So that means you take half damage, right?
I think so, unless I
Yeah,
have
you have to
that
take
one
half damage.
ability.
Unless you have resist the fire.
Oh, damage.
It's like you do a certain number of d6.
Oh yeah.
You take the Fireball. That's the fireball damage.
Yeah. 18. Oh, it's so. Holy shit! The math on this one breaks my brain. So if it's a higher level, which this one, no, it isn't. No, it
Depends on
is.
when you use the highest. It depends on how you use a high type. For each level above 3,
3, yeah.
1d6.
1d. So if you use the 5th
Also-
level slot, that means like
It's 10d6.
10
Yes.
Yes.
So take 5.
No, you roll it and then you half it. You don't half the number of dice.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for a D&D combat system. Before the last session of D&D.
I think there's no way you guys got out of the way of this.
No.
You guys are also gonna have to make a dex save.
Yeah, you need to make a dex save.
Let me
60
see that.
Yeah,
really
so
quick.
it's kind of bad rolls. Kind of like middle.
32 damage.
That's on a from 60. That's literally half.
I will do my spell casting if it's alright to do what was it? God, they can have so many of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal these son of a bitches.
Do you both make the dex save though?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that first before I forget.
Alright, it's only 18.
Yeah, but my deck save is the best.
You take 4.
Also, if he was close, he's also gonna have to make a dex save, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair enough. What's it's a 20 centimeters here. I'll say 2 so as to make it. So yeah. Where's the...
We see Grunt.
Oh wow. Well, unfortunately for you, we'll use...
Good for him.
32 damage, baby.
It's slightly stingy.
What's the DC for saving for against it, or halving it? Because I had 18. I'm not sure that's enough though.
Yes, it is enough. That's just enough.
Mhm.
You take like 16 damage.
Okay. I could use mass healing word for this, guys. I think it allows me just to add a +1 for my thing. Okay, I'm gonna heal everybody. If that's all right, Grunt.
Yeah.
2d4 doesn't really do a lot, but it's better than nothing.
How is everyone looking? Their health wise?
Less than half health.
I have 40 HP.
So that I believe if I'm at a higher level, because my spellcast, I get add a +1 to it. I'll make sure. God damn it, the clerics! I hate you so much. I love you so much.
I did. Oh yeah, I did. Add the extra HP. I have 2.
Yeah, I would have added more spells on his spell list, but like honestly,
It's so much.
Yeah, fireball is truly the fucking magic fucking limit. It's really the magic fucking barrier, which is kind of bullshit, honestly.
if I need anything else, and it's like I have polymorph, I guess, but
Sometimes people do have fire resistance, so you should have like a fucking like a fallback.
So 6 + 5.
I could just polymorph one of you. And be like, I'm gonna do the
Okay.
honest GM and just look at all your resistance.
No, I should have 2 more.
Ron does not.
Kind of like looks at you a bit worried. It's like, hey, is everyone okay?
No, fuck. Let's forget this.
Okay, Grunt, I heal everyone for 11 points of damage,
There we
11
go.
points of health. Yeah, and then since, I should be fine, though.
Does Strahd take -?
No, not in the current, no. In the old D&D, that used to be that way, but in the current one, no, he's fine. I'm healing him, too.
If you forgot Baldur's Gate 3, you could heal Astarion.
Yeah.
Can you though?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
That's
You
kind of
can,
bullshit.
yeah.
Because I play with
Yeah.
mods, and mods don't let me get healed as a vampire.
Yeah, because that's how it used to be in the old D&D, and in the early access of the game, you couldn't heal Starion with health. So, yeah. 5, he changed the rules on that.
Like, kind of looks at you, fucking. You changed your name. This Discord server. Hey, how do I know what's your name now?
Oh no.
Observing
Wait, when did I
sphere.
think that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just happened. But yeah, he's gonna look at it and it's like, okay, so you doing okay, buddy?
I'll leave the room when you two fight next time. Just give me a bit of a heads up.
Why are you such a pussy, Ron?
How about this? And he's just gonna cast polymorph.
Are you just gonna keep attacking me without letting me go?
You can roll for initiative if you want.
Listen. If you want, listen, if we were going to do this, we could do this.
Roll.
But honestly, you've already bummed me out and I am not in the mood.
He's gonna polymorph.
I already did red.
Gonna polymorph me? Okay.
Yes. It's the
wheel
wisdom
of
save.
wisdom
of
save.
18. No.
No.
So let's see what does this.
It turns me into anything you want. Any like creature.
a goat or something.
A wheel of cheese, in fact.
It turned me into a man. The ultimate insult.
No, he's not that racist.
He's better
Gonna
than that.
turn you into like a like, haha, I still works. Kind of shakes his hand as he like stings him a bit.
What did he turn him to? What did he turn old man into again?
A goose.
Aw, you look so cute.
I hiss at you.
I think he'll hunt you across the fucking multiverse or whatever.
That's fine. Be nice to see friends every once in a while. So, since you sent everyone home, I guess the next thing is to revamp everything and then try to do some test runs?
Yeah, well, so we're bringing in new people. We're doing like hires. But yeah, I gave everyone kind of vacation, laid off a couple more people. It's gonna be a transition period for sure. I see this by the way, this is bullshit. Like the goose and the fireball, and it's kind of. So they've told me on a different fighting system. It's much more flexible and dynamic, and I can leverage for like more cool things. Cause like,
Okay.
what the fuck is this supposed to do? It's just kind of, it's like, eh.
Well, if you want, you can always bonk him on the head. She kind of like pokes her finger at Neotop, not hitting him, but just like
But-
lightly petting as best she can.
They brought up the when I was sort of going through a couple of examples. One of them asked me about. They're like, yeah, like magic users are pretty interesting, bit complicated, like interesting. They asked me how the fighters fight, and when I described that they just kind of hit you with the sword, they're like, that's kind of. They were like asking me about fighting technique and strategy, and I was like, what? Just move up to the guy and kind of hit him. But they did bring up a good point that kind of neglects like a lot of people. It feels like there's a bit of a priority on spellcasters, you know? So we're working on that as well to make it more of an interesting and dynamic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, swords are not just clubs you get to swing at things. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that have you never? What have you grown up with?
I have never used a sword in my life. Why would I need to? You just saw me fling a fireball. Why would I ever need to use a sword?
Have you not talked to other people before?
Yeah, and I just told him how they use their weapons. They just kind of come up and just kind of hit you.
Is this how it works in where you come from?
Yes.
Not wrong. It kind of does work that way. You swing your sword or your hammer or your pick or whatever you got, and then until they stop moving.
How do you kill a ghost?
Oh, you hit it really hard.
Yeah, we've already been to. You could like hit ghosts. Ghosts are not.
I don't know, for fuck's sake. Fucking specters.
I'll be honest. You're the group that set me straight. So it's like undoes the polymorph.
Aw.
And says you three, you're the guys, you're the people who put me on the narrow path for success. Usually
Well,
people either like tell me I'm stupid, they tell me I'm awesome, or they just never talk to me. You're the first ones who give some proper feedback. And
Well-
also the first people who didn't want to fuck me, so that's also new experience.
You are, in fact, hideous to look upon,
Hey, don't be mean.
as are you,
Aw.
but that is okay. That means people will like you for who you are.
Aw. This has been a fun time. I've met new people, had a grand adventure, and got to see, I guess, a cool production being made, right?
Listen, if you stay for like 1 or 2 more days, we're kind of having the concert, and it's gonna be a large crowd.
You know what? Why not?
Very blasted by
I believe I have discussed my opinion on Shattering Paradox.
Listen, we're gonna have like cool costumes for them as well. You ever listen? We're talking about like franchising them. Hmm? Come on.
How do you franchise a band?
Well, listen. We find their sort of one-to-ones in other multiverses, and we sort of guide those, and we sort of make sure they kind of synchronize. Maybe they get.
Seems like I feel like that's a formula for something crazy happening, isn't it?
I don't see the problem in that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Plus, listen, we've got like, listen, I have in fact obtained guaranteed assurance that Mr. Do will be here to ensure that nobody fucks with us.
Oh my god, Mr. Do! I'm there.
I didn't know you had that guy.
Who is Mr. Do? What?
Oh, you don't know. Oh, Ron, you don't know. Okay. Phew. There's many different versions, but there's only the Do Man.
Is he like a god?
Yes.
Yes. It's a talking Great Dane with a speech impediment that can shatter universes by spinning.
I hear his human sidekick may also be a mountain god as well, but I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Well, I mean, they spin together. It's like a dance they do.
Mm.
I have always wanted to meet Mr. Do.
I think he'll sign an autograph. We asked.
I think he will. I think he will. Listen, he's very friendly. That's why I said maybe you should stick around. We're gonna have a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities.
Are all the gods gonna show up here? Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't call them gods per se, but like, I guess angels. I don't know. We have like Gandalf. There's a couple big heavy hitters.
Well, your
You
mic
got-
died. Your mic ate shit, in fact.
He said Gandalf will be coming.
Yeah.
Look, come on, guys. It wouldn't hurt to take a chance. And how often do you get a chance to see other gods or Maya gods in one place without, a battlefield?
Okay, I will be there, but only for Mr. Do.
He like smiles and nods. With this, we will be ending the very short but